Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Well, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDW Parkhoppers. Joining me on the other side of the internet is Mr. Tony Caselnova from Disney by the Numbers. How you doing, Cyber Sunday boy?
Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever day. It's probably just Cyber Week.
Cyber Week, yeah, it's crazy. So we're so glad that you are here. If you are listening or if you're watching, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch and listen to the Disney Parks Podcast. Normally, we record our live shows Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You are invited. You can come find us over on Facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can watch us warts and all. You can see the crazy stuff that happens before, in between the edits, because we do edit the shows a little bit, but you're free to be a part of that. Plus, the cool thing is you can interact with us live, and you can chat with us, and we would love for you to be part of that. Hey, so before we get too deep into the show, what'd you do Disney this weekend, buddy?
I went to the California Grill on Thursday with you and Sarah.
That is true. What else did you do this weekend?
I went to the top of the world.
It's not a test. This is not a quiz.
I went to the top of the world on Thursday with you and Sarah.
You did. You also went to go see Moana.
I did.
It wasn't a pop quiz, buddy. It was just, we didn't write it down in the show notes. That's why
I'm trying to think what else I was doing this weekend. Disney.
You were busy this weekend.
Yeah, Moana was good. I like that. That was a good movie.
I was shocked how
we can talk about that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. So before we get too deep into it, we did our Disney this weekend. That's all I did. We did Thanksgiving at California Grill, and we did Top of the World. And then Friday we went to go see Moana. Saturday was all day on the Space Coast. Sunday was all day here. We had some friends over. We did Thanksgiving on Sunday. And I've been working all day, so it's been kind of a busy day. So yeah, that's my Disneyness.
That's good.
I'll put this up. I'll edit this out. But Rebecca says, I don't think he remembers much. Must have been drinking. No. He just doesn't remember. I'm the one that wouldn't remember the weekend. I spent 2 or 3 hours with my. Yeah, no, it's not. It's just a busy brain. I spent 2 or 3 hours with my wife. She picked up her race packet over at, she ran the Space Coast Half Marathon, and Florida Beer Company is located right across the street. So I spent several hours there. And I remember a good ton of it, which is shocking. Sunday night was a little fuzzy, but yeah, we'll go from there. Good to see you, Rebecca. Did you see, I sent you an email. You should have gotten an email from me. Have to edit that out. Hey, today's show is sponsored by iPrepGenius.com. Have you ever purchased an app for your student that is nothing like what you read in the store? Well, iPrepGenius.com takes the guesswork out of choosing apps. iPrepGenius believes that every child is capable of being a genius. From a community of educators who have handpicked select apps tailored to a child's success to online educational fundraising, they can do it all. iPrepGenius.com, because they care about students. They help build their future, and it's your teacher's responsibility to teach your kids, but it's everyone's responsibility to support them. So go visit our new friends over at iPrepGenius.com.
Yeah, very cool. Hey, this Saturday, December 3rd, is the last time you will meet us in person in the year 2016.
Ever. Oh, wait. Sorry.
2016, this is it. This is the last time you can come out and say hello. And
not exactly true, my friend. I hate to take your thunder on that.
When's the next time?
December 10th, the following weekend.
What are we doing?
That's going to be the Disney Parks Podcast open housewarming at Serene Media Studios, a.k.a. my house.
Uh-huh. So there is another possible chance.
It's going to be crazy, but yeah. So yeah, December 3rd is the last official one.
Yeah. So we it'll be our we're calling it the Christmas crawl. Think monorail crawl, but with Christmas trees and gingerbread and alcohol. We're going to start at 7 p.m. at the Outer Rim at the Contemporary. We'll probably spend about an hour there and then head over to the Poly. Probably go to Tambu because you can't get into Trader Sam's. Tambu Lounge, we'll hang out up there probably for about an hour. Head over to the Grand Floridian and then go over to Mindsers or whatever. I printed some of these up, which you can or cannot see if you're watching. This kind of our monorail call thing. I changed this one up. This has I think this was the 5th time we're doing this, so I'm calling this the 5th annual stuff. It's got some monorail drinks on it. It's got some monorail trivia, and then on the back I put some Christmas facts that you can take with you. So if you come to the crawl, you'll get one of these little ditties to hang on to. It's a little souvenir amongst some other stuff I got. So sweet. December 3rd, 7 p.m., Outer Rim. It's on the 4th floor of the Contemporary. Come up. We're going to meet there. Try and be there by 8 p.m. because after 8 p.m. we will be on the move. And then it's always hard to try and catch up to us. So try and be there at least no later than 8 because we'll be gone. I'll leave a note on the front door, and then you can hopefully catch us at the next place.
We'll leave a note on the monorail door, and if they don't take it off, you can find us.
I can't remember. What is the server that's always up there, the woman with the black hair? Liz, I think is her name.
It's Outer Rim?
Yeah. Tall, skinny waitress.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it's Liz or something like that.
I think so.
Anyway, we'll leave a message with the server up there because there's only one ever, and she can tell you where to find us. Next thing up is Disney by the Numbers T-shirt Club. Don't forget to sign up. Go to he's got it on his Walt. I got on my Carousel Progress. Go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com. On the left-hand side, there's a T-shirt sign-up form. Just complete the form. It's not a blind box. It's not a subscription. You only buy the shirts that you want. What happens is around the 1st of the month, you'll receive an email. It'll show you the shirt. Everything has to be purchased by the 10th of that month, and then it gets shipped at the end of the month. So it's as simple as that. You only buy whatever you like. Next thing up is books. We're having a Cyber Monday sale, but you're probably not going to hear this until Wednesday. John, your book is on sale, correct? For $10 now? Disney Bucket List?
Yeah. Now that we got the shipping thing fixed, $10, and it's just a couple bucks in shipping. It's not a lot. But yeah, so basically $12.
Okay. So
free shipping anywhere in the U.S.
Oh, all right. Go to WDW Parkhoppers, and you can.
Holiday offer.
Yep, holiday offer. Get John's book, $10, and then his great shipping price. Probably on the link from Disney Parks Podcast. You get the links there. Also, then there's my book, Disney by the Numbers, $15, free shipping, all inclusive, all signed. If you don't like and you don't want to get it from me, I'm fine with that. You can go to Amazon. You can get it from Amazon. if you trust Amazon with your money. Either way, I get paid, and I think John's book is also on Amazon.com.
It is. It's unsigned, but yes, you can get
unsigned,
my book on Amazon.
Right, yeah, you can't get mine signed either on Amazon, but at least they're there. I know some people don't like trusting, small sites with credit card information. I get that, even though it's done through PayPal.
Right.
That's your prerogative. So you can go to Amazon and you can trust them with your money. Also, if you want, we do have some questions this week, which I hope to get to later in the show around the end. But you can call us at 407-413-9010. You can leave us a message, or you can email us at disneyparkspodcast@gmail.com. Right?
All right,
else?
buddy. I cannot think of anything, so I guess all we need to do now is just get into
the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
That's my favorite part of the night. It's the simple things, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We're very easily amused here. Doesn't take much.
Totally.
Doesn't take much.
No, not at all.
All right, hey, we're starting off on the West Coast. We got Disneyland Resort is adding the ultimate preferred parking option. So I guess it's worked so well here on the East Coast that Disneyland is going to get a crack at this. So this started on November 21st. Guests arriving at the Mickey and Friends parking structure can now pay $35 instead of the usual $18 in order to be guaranteed a space close to the escalator and elevators. Annual pass holders that have parking included in their passes are able to pay the $17 differential for the parking. Preferred parking is not available at the Toy Story or the Downtown Disney or any of the resort parking lots. And this option will continue to at least mid-January. You're welcome, Disneyland.
I was just thinking that. Hey, guys, enjoy that. It's been a big hit over here.
Now,
actually, it has. I mean, people. I cannot believe, guys. Forgive me for this. I love Disney. Tony loves Disney, but this is just crazy. Yeah. You cannot park next to the Magic Kingdom. It's impossible unless you're staying at the Contemporary. That's the only way you can park close to the Magic Kingdom. You have to get on a tram, or you have to walk a little bit of a way to get to where the monorail or the ferry boat dock is.
Yeah.
Paying extra money to be that much closer is just crazy talk. And I've got friends who were chomping at the bit to do it.
I know.
I don't get it.
What they don't mention in this one is, does this one come with a free bottle of water?
A free bottle of water.
Yeah, because ours comes with a free bottle of water.
Well, anything's possible, bro, at this point.
Jeremy, it's really not. It's a $35 bottle of water. I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
That's right. Hang on. Let's get that up there because that's the God's honest truth right there. It's a free $35 bottle of water. Yeah. It's free if you think it is. Just like a hidden Mickey. If you think it's a hidden Mickey, then it's a hidden Mickey.
That's right.
Okay. Next, we're going to come back over here to Walt Disney World. D-Living is coming to Disney Springs. Disney is delighted to announce that a new shop is coming to Disney Springs just in time for this past weekend. So apparently we've missed the opening on this. Daggum. The new shop is called D-Living, and it's opening in the town center. It's opened at the town center here at Disney Springs. D-Living is the ultimate home decor store for Disney fans and kids of every age. In this dynamic location, guests will find a curated assortment of Disney-themed products and more that changes with the seasons. For the holiday season, this signature store will look and feel just like an inviting home on Christmas morning. In every room and around every corner, guests will discover a charming selection of Disney-inspired furnishings, housewares, and decor, sure to make every home magical and bright. Now, the store, if you're wondering where it's located, is next to Uno de 50, which is not 50. It's Uno de whatever 50 is in Spanish. Which if you really want to know, when you come off the escalator, hang a left.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you come off the escalator in the lime lot, hang a left. Because that's where that is. I missed this. I was there the other day and I totally missed it. I don't know how I missed it, but apparently I missed it. I love I haven't seen any of the furniture. Was that some of the stuff that they had at D23, or is that just something else?
I don't think it's the Ethan Allen furniture. I think that's only being sold at Ethan Allen. I think this is other stuff. There used to be a store next to the Earl of Sandwich, which used to sell all kind of kitchen and home things. And now it's kind of this mix of spices and coffee. So I'm hoping that they bring that store back. I mean, I have a ton of stuff in my house that I used to have at that store. It was like bath towels, the hooks, not the hooks, the kitchen cabinet knobs. I have tons of things that used to be from this store. Right. So I'm glad they're bringing back a home decor store again, because that's how people can put a little Mickey into their house without it looking as crazy as mine, you know?
Your house doesn't necessarily look crazy.
Well, all right, it's completely covered, but I mean, if you want little subtle things of Mickey and whatnot in your house. Yeah. You want it to kind of blend in, you know?
Yeah. No, I get that. Your house is
a little over the
Honey's
top.
house is not. It's a little over the top, but it's not horribly over the top. He just has some collections that, I'd kill for some of them, but as soon as I can clone his house key, I'm in like Flynn. But.
It may not be that hard. Next up at Walt Disney World Resorts here, and this kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Disney's starting this new pricing. It's a $5 package pickup fee, which may be charged if you stay at a Disney World Resort. And this is how it is. A lot of guests that stay at the Disney resorts ship things to the Disney resort. They ship bottled water and crackers and cookies and cereals and things that they're going to need so that they don't have to bring them on the plane. Well, now Disney is going to start charging you $5 per package as a handling fee when you have these things shipped to the resort. So I guess the story I want to tell you is this. One, if you're going to do this, first call the resort and then ask them if they do have a package handling fee, if you're going to send something. I know a lot of people do, like Amazon and have things shipped. The better thing to do now may be don't order it ahead of time, but use Amazon Now. And I think Amazon Now delivers to almost all of the Disney resorts. And you could probably just meet the guy at the front door and then bring the things upstairs. And then you don't have that package fee. So do check. You can find the mailing address of all the hotels on the Disney website. You go to, where to stay. You find the resort. And then on the right-hand side is the mailing address of the resort. It's not a secret anymore. So you can ship things pretty easily. But do call ahead and do check with the resort. Now, you can find the number for the resort also in the same method that I just mentioned. Go to the Walt Disney World site, click on where you want to stay, pick the resort, and then you'll see address and phone numbers right there. Right. So, I did have this happen to me once when I was staying at the Contemporary because the package went to the convention center, and they have a convention center handling fee. And it was not $5. Unfortunately, it was $10.
Right. I understand that they have. They probably get a lot of packages like this, and I understand that they don't want to make this. They don't want to make this just free of charge. But at the same time, how do I say this? I'll just say it. Disney rooms are not cheap, and I know the markup on these rooms is pretty high. So I don't understand. I mean, you got to gouge $5. If you've got a family of 4 that's booked a week at the Polynesian resort, and you're gonna make them pay $5 because they had a package delivered, that just seems crazy to me. That seems like a bad business deal. you know, that seems like rubbing salt on a wound. Hey, you just got done paying $300 a night to stay in our resort, but you sent a package, so we're going to make you pay $5 measly bucks.
I know.
Versus, hey, you know what? Let me deliver the package, and the kid that brings the kid, and I mean that because, you know, nobody from the high end is going to do this. A kid that brings the package up to my room is probably going to get a $5 or more tip for bringing the stinking package to my room. Sure. I'm less inclined to tip somebody if I'm having to pay for the service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it's to the convention center and, you know, I'm having a meeting or a convention or whatever, and I had something shipped in that I need for the meeting, well, fine. I get it. Fine. You want to charge convention center people and meeting people. Fine. That's crazy. That's fine. It's a business. But
right.
I think for the room guests, I just think it's kind of nitpicky. But, you know, that's just me.
I think it disincentivizes me to be a little bit more free with my tips.
Yeah.
And that's going to affect the people, you know, I'm more inclined to do something like a garden grocer or heck, I mean, it's a business opportunity for somebody, but I mean, you know, I'd be more inclined to do like Uber Eats and just, you know, stand there and wait for the guy, you know, and not let them just for $5.
I know.
This is kind of mad, crazy thinking that happens to me when I hear that kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Hey, if you like this show and you like what you hear and you want to share with friends and family, that's great. You can also help by going to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast, and you can sign up. You can help contribute as little as $1, or you can do a one-time donation, whatever you feel you know the show is valued to you. And we have some great things that we're giving away there. We have different levels of contribution. We want to thank our current contributors, David, Stacy, Willie, and Jeremy. We thank you for your contributions and help keeping this show kind of moving along the wheels of the tracks. So,
yep. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this next story. And I'm also very intrigued by the story. So the next story makes me excited because Holiday Craft Beer opens today at Epcot, or opened a couple of days ago. No, it's open. Yeah,
it's open
through the 30th, but only through the 30th. So the copy of the story is Holiday Craft Beer opens today in the Odyssey, which this story was from a couple of days ago. The Odyssey building is where Craft Beers was during Food and Wine Festival. So they're not really changing anything, but, you know, so it's going to be operating most days through December 30th of 2016, along with seasonal beers. There will also be a selection of snacks, which is just like, you know, Food and Wine Festival. But Holiday Craft Beers will not be operating on the 24th of November, which we've missed that, but it won't be open December 1st, December 2nd, December 8th, or December 29th.
Those are very weird days not to be open.
Next Wednesday, next Thursday, the following Wednesday, and the 29th.
I would have thought like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, but these are very weird days.
Exactly, right? I'm excited by this because, you know, I love craft beers. And I love that they're utilizing the Odyssey space. And I'm fairly confident that the next thing will be, you know, craft beers will be open during the Arts Festival, and the craft beers is going to be open during the Spring or Flower Garden Festival.
Flower Garden.
I wish they would just go ahead and just say, you know what, this is a space that we have. Let's go ahead and utilize it. So we're going to do craft beers, period. So it'll be the country of craft beers.
Right.
You know, it'll be the craft beer pavilion. I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah, I am too.
That's just me.
Yep. Okay, D23 made an announcement last week of a ton of events that they're doing across the country. Some of them are West Coast, some of them are East Coast, some of them are Middle Coast. They're doing a little bit of everything all over the place. So we're not going to go into a ton of details of these events. We'll probably should post this on the blog so people can see the details. Or obviously you can go visit D23.com. But the first one is that there'll be screenings on the Disney Studio lot and at Walt Disney World Resort throughout the year. D23 will have special screenings of all kinds of different things. They're saying that Tangled, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, and more. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh will be exclusively for Disney members in Orlando. They're going to do Disney afternoon things like DuckTales, Gummy Bears, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, all for D23 members. If you're not a D23 member, you should probably get on that. If you listen to anything that we say here and it kind of intrigues you, go get a membership. They have a really great membership gift this year too, which I didn't get mine yet because I didn't renew, but I'll do it by the end of the year. Next up, they're going to have the official Walt Disney Studio Tour presented by D23. This is for D23 Gold members. The studio lot return, including a look inside Walt Disney Archives and a tour of Walt Disney's office suite, which they rebuilt.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, gosh, I wonder if they let you sit in the chair.
My God.
I don't know if I'd ever get up. I said, sorry, the chair's stuck.
Right.
It's a 2.5-hour tour, so be prepared for that. Also, D23 behind the scenes experiences. In January, D23 will host the first of several behind the scenes events at unique Disney locations with special guests and gifts tailored to each experience. First stop is going to be the ink and paint department at the Walt Disney Studio and take an after-hours tour of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Walt Disney World Resort here in Florida. And then there'll be more surprises in store for 2017. So stay tuned to D23. That ink and paint tour is something not to be missed if you're on the West Coast. I heard it was fabulous. It was really a great thing. They even had a talk with, I think, 3 or 4 of the women that worked in ink and paint. So on top of seeing the tour, you had this conversation with 4 women that worked on a lot of the pictures with Walt and designed the ink and the paint for them. So it was really something not to be missed.
Wow.
They're bringing back a D23 lunch with a Disney legend. And they have a lot of interesting people that they're trying to bring on board. One is Glenn Keane, Marty Sklar, and Catherine Beaumont, or some of the ones that they've got mentioned. I wouldn't miss any of those if I can. They're also going to have some advanced screenings. And what are they bringing? They're going to at least Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Vegas, Philly, Portland, and Seattle. So stay tuned for some of those. They're going to bring back the Disney Faniversary celebration this year, and this will be Epcot's 35th. So they're going to have some special events for that. Stay tuned for that. They'll have some signature events that they're bringing back, such as the Sip and Stroll during Epcot's International Food and Wine. On the West Coast, and even the members on the West Coast will get to join in the fun too, as D23 debuts a new event in conjunction with Disneyland Resort's culinary festivities. So they're going to do something like the Sip and Stroll, but they're going to do it on the West Coast as well. And they're giving members a look inside the Walt Disney birthplace in Chicago, which they did in 2016. They're going back so that you can see the progress. So if you did it the first time, maybe you want to go back now the second time, and you can see all the things that were done. They're going to have a bunch of their member mixers. We've been to this too. They're going to do it in Seattle, Chicago, and Bridgewater, New Jersey, and even at the San Diego Comic-Con. So check for more dates and times for those kind of things. So that's it. They got a long list of things. It's going to be a fun-filled D23 year. And hopefully we'll get to go to some of these events.
I hope so. Yeah, it's totally worth it. It's, D23 has that free option, which that has some limitations. But if you want to get the paid option to get the magazines, that alone is worth the price of admission.
Yep.
It's me. Okay. If you are, if you're like me, you have a ton of Magic Bands lying around. And, my annual pass is on a Magic Band, and I get tired of it because it's yellow, and I'd like something different. Our friends over at magicyourbands.com have amazing designs, and they put out new designs each week for Magic Band covers. And if you have maybe a special event or you have some artwork that you would like to be made into a Magic Band, they can do that for you. They provide amazing creation services, so they can do all sorts of things like that to help you design your own Magic Band cover. And you can bring your designs to them. You okay over there, pal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can bring your designs to them, and then they can make it a Magic Band. You can tool around it. Maybe you have a family reunion or something going on. But what they've done is, if you use Disney Parks Podcast at checkout, they will save you 10% on their already ridiculously inexpensive rates. So go check out magicbands.com, type Disney Parks Podcast at checkout, save 10%, and enjoy your incredible Magic Bands because they do amazing work over there.
Yeah. So I sent my new Magic Band 2.0 to our friends at Magic Band so that they can take a look at it. And apparently they're going to have to do some minor retooling.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little bit narrower. It's got a little different shape. So they're updating all their designs to be Magic 2.0 compliant. Unfortunately, there's 309 designs that they have to adjust. So,
could be problematic.
Well, they have plenty of time because they're not out yet. So they're crack-a-lacking on it. So
crack-a-lacking. That's funny.
All right.
All right, guys. So we got a very exciting new story here for both Tony and myself. Two of our favorite things. For one night only on December 3rd, the one night that we're doing our meetup.
Yep.
Join two of the country's most celebrated chefs, Iron Chef Masahiro Morimoto and Chef Art Smith, as they pair up for an intimate, progressive dinner at their respective restaurants, Morimoto Asia and Homecoming Florida Kitchen and Shine at Disney Springs. They left off the and Shine part.
Yeah.
The evening will begin with a 3-course Pan-Asian feast at Morimoto Asia that will feature some of the Iron Chef's favorite dishes from the seasons, including Alaska King Crab and Nantucket Bay Scallop on cake, over crispy noodles, 5-spice braised beef short rib, and a Sancho peppercorn sauce and wilted dao malao. Yeah, and a very special sushi course. Say sushi course 10 times fast, folks. Showcasing the very best ingredients of Chef Morimoto's native Japan. Following dinner, guests will take a short walk across the courtyard to Homecoming, where Chef Art Smith will pull out all the stops for a sweet ending to this magical night. Guests will be able to indulge in a build-your-own Florida strawberry shortcake bar, while also enjoying Chef Smith's signature hummingbird and shine cakes. The evening will include a variety of beer, wine, sake, and moonshine cocktails throughout. The tickets for this event are
a little steep.
Are $225 and inclusive of tax and gratuity. Both chefs, Morimoto and Smith, will oversee the entire evening and will be available for photos and autographs. Tickets are $225. Well, I already read that. Blah, 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 blah. Reservations can be booked online by clicking the link, which you don't have because this is not helpful. Sorry, I'll edit that. Reservations can be booked by calling 407-939-MOTO. So good luck getting those reservations, kids. And if you don't get those reservations, you can always come hang out with me and Tony.
Yeah. If you don't want to see Art Smith and Chef Morimoto, if you want to see Christmas trees and cocktails, come over with us.
Yeah, we'll have more fun. I'm not going to lie. We will have more fun.
If you want to see chefs just walking around their restaurant yelling at their team, then go over there.
Yes.
All right. Last week, the trivia question was, in what year did Disney release its first home video release?
1984.
Close, but no cigar. The answer, which we got no responses for, was 1980. What? We got nobody.
Really?
So either it was too hard or it was Thanksgiving week and nobody really gave a turkey.
Guys, Google.com.
Yeah, it could have. And it wasn't just one movie. It was 13 titles were released all at the same time in 1980.
Oh, my God. I bet they didn't do box sets back then.
No box sets. All right, so this week's trivia question. Now,
okay.
This week's trivia question is, I think, pretty easy, but that's just me. What tune served as the overall musical score for the Main Street Electrical Parade? Now, you can send your answer to Disney Parks Podcast or call us at 407-413-9010.
It was Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
What do I win?
You win this. Hey, Shanghai is going crazy already. I really think they're going nuts over there. They're really the people are digging it. So they Shanghai
got a taste of the crack. They got a little crack, and they're like, "I gotta have more of that."
Yeah. So Shanghai Disney Resort is going to open up stores at the Shanghai Hangui. I don't even know how to say that. Let's just call it the Shanghai Airport.
Good call.
The Shanghai Disney Resort today announced that the resort will open up 2 Shanghai Disney Resort stores at the Shanghai Airport in the spring of 2017. Both stores located in the domestic departure terminal 2 of the airport make the first time that a Shanghai Disney Resort offers its unique retail experiences outside of the resort itself, and will allow guests and travelers to bring home even more magical memories through the exclusive Shanghai Disney Resort merchandise collections. Now, we've had it here in the Orlando airport for like a bazillion years, so it's not a new concept. Yeah, it's not a new concept for us.
Back in the day when I didn't like Disney, and we're talking when I was in my 20s, and I'm in my 40s now, we had it at the Atlanta airport.
Yeah, so this is not a breakthrough thing they're doing, but I guess, for Shanghai Resort, and since it's not even open 6 months practically, I guess this is a kind of a big deal. So
right. Kind of
maybe they're not used to having those kind of stores in the airport too. I don't know what they're thinking. So
who knows? Those crazy Shanghai people.
Exactly.
Crazy Shanghai, trying to get a little bit more of the Disney crack.
Right.
We've all been there. We know the struggle is real.
Right.
All right. Hey guys, guests visiting Tokyo Disneyland. We'll see your craziness and we'll up the game. Guests visiting Tokyo Disneyland may have recently spotted some familiar friends along the shores of Rivers of America, thanks to a new themed area opening just this week. Camp Woodchuck carries on the rich legacy of Disney storytelling, celebrating the wilderness with fun and adventure inspired by 3 special members of the Junior Woodchucks of the world, Donald Duck's nephews. Stay with me now. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And the news. Camp Woodchuck in Western Land gives guests the chance to meet Donald and Daisy Duck in unique, immersive environment, drawing from classic Disney comic books and short films. From new troop leader uniforms and original artwork to handcrafted decorations, each detail allows guests to jump into the story and learn how to become junior woodchucks themselves. Check out all of the hidden details and touches that we're going to have in the link when we put it in the show notes, and count on walking away with a few stories worthy of a campfire by the end of your visit. And after all that adventuring in the great outdoors, what better way than to tuck in at the new Camp Woodchuck kitchen and watch a few canoes float by on the rivers of America. Special camping-style treats will await, including a dessert inspired by classic s'mores and some tasty waffle sandwiches. Guests can even buy up some unique merchandise at the new Happy Camper Supply nearby, because just like every Disney experience, it needs to end in a gift shop.
So how much wood would a junior woodchuck chuck if a junior woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's a great question. I don't know how much a junior woodchuck would chuck if a junior woodchuck would. But how much wood would woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know that answer. I don't know what a
how
junior
much
woodchuck.
wood could Huey, Dewey, and Louie chuck if Huey, Dewey, and Louie could chuck wood?
Now, is that with the news or without the news? Because if it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie news, they have some extra help there. But yeah, I don't know. Has this show gone off the rails?
Maybe right about here.
All right, cool. Excellent.
All right. I can't believe I'm going to read this to you. I really can't. John, when did the Food and Wine Festival end? November 14th, right?
Just a scant couple of weeks ago, not even the full 2 weeks ago, buddy.
Okay. Today is 11/28. We are talking 14 days out of Food and Wine or thereabouts.
Right.
And Disney is announcing the date for the 2017 Food and Wine already. I'm blown away. This is the earliest I've ever heard these dates. The 2017 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival will now begin. Sit down, people. August 31st and will run through November 13th. It's now a record 75 days of Food and Wine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season of International Food and Wine Festival. This is going to screw Rick up so bad. Poor guy.
All right, here's my thing. I don't know if they can go any further back into August, because that is still what they consider their busy season. So I don't know if they can go, let's say, started August 1st. I really think that would be hard for them, because I think it would just be too overcrowding. And then I don't think they could go much. I'm surprised they're going to this far in November, because they really like to flip it pretty quickly for Christmas. So every day in November that they're not flipping for Christmas is a day of Food and Wine now. And I don't think they can go much further into November. It just would cut into their Christmas in Epcot. I really, that's my opinion. They could fool me and really make it August 1st to November 30th and make it, I don't know, 100 days for all I know. I mean, what do you think?
I like Food and Wine. Mm-hmm. I feel for the cast members that have to do the things like book the chefs and mainly book the bands and stuff, because now they have more dates to fill. They have 2 or 3 more weeks they have to fill, so that's more spots for the concert series. It's just more of everything, and again follows with my theory that what can we do that won't cost us that much more money that we can make more money on. And extending Food and Wine Festival and extending spring, the Flower and Garden Festival, creating an arts festival, it's not going to cost them that much money. And they're going to be able to do more with what they've got. So to me, makes sense. And I'm not against it because I really love the festivals. I feel like
I don't like the festival weekends as a local. I just find that's when I like to go to, Epcot, obviously, because that's when I can. And 15 more days of the festival means 15 more days that I'm not going to probably go to the park because they'll probably
15 more days of the festival basically is 4 days more that you're not going to go to the parks, or depending on when they fall.
Yeah.
And, what you're going to go to that park. And, I kind of get it. But, this is one of those things where I like the change. I kind of like this. Even though it was already what?
So if this is extended, do you think they'll extend Flower and Garden?
Absolutely. They'd be crazy not to.
So the two things will just bump, and one thing will end and one thing will start, and the booths will never leave Epcot.
Well, they've already extended Flower and Garden. Flower and Garden Festival was 70 days, wasn't it? Last year? Was it 75 days last year?
So what is it, 2 months that the booths are in the back?
If that. Well, now with the art festival, several of the booths will be on stage, and then they'll flip them for Flower and Garden, and then you'll have summer, and then you'll have Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
I feel for the cast members. I mean, but hopefully they're employing more people. So hopefully there'll be more people hired.
Right.
And that'll make this worthwhile because, obviously they need people to cook and all that good stuff. So I'm sure that the people who are brought in to work Food and Wine Festival are happy that they have extensions now for next year.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked that they made this announcement so early. I would have hoped that they would at least gotten through the spring, past the Christmas season at least. And then made the announcement. But I guess what the hell? You know what? It just ended. They made the decision. They figured, let's just tell everybody and get it over with.
Well, why not? Because the sooner they get that date out, the sooner people can start planning. I mean, I made a crack about Rick. I mean, our buddy Rick, who does Travel with Rick, he does 31 days of Food and Wine Festival. He does the entire month of October. So he films all throughout September. So this is going to be great for him. He's going to have a lot more options. But then the flip side is, I mean, it's going to be easier for us because, we didn't go as many days as we wanted to because, again, we're not going to go on the weekends.
Right.
And we want to go weeknights. And so we have more options. But from John Q. Traveler on the other side of the country that wants to come here, this is great because now I know exactly when Food and Wine is going to be. So if that's important to me, and and it just works out, now I can plan my vacation better. So the sooner they get these dates out, the better it is for people, and ultimately the better it is for Disney.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Shoot us an email at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, shoot us an email over there. Let us know what you guys think. I had that one brain fart, but I picked it back up pretty quick. But I have a question for you, T.
All right, shoot.
You stayed on property, right? You've used Disney transportation before, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get you get back to the resort, and then you're all, you're hangry. You're angry because you're hungry, and you're angry because you're frustrated, and you're hot, and you're tired, and you're hungry, and all you want to do is throw the kids in bed and eat something to go to sleep, right? Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Disney has the answer for you. If you're staying at the All-Star Resorts.
Oh,
so check this out. Finally, a perk for the All-Star folks, sort of. The All-Star Movies and Music Resorts at Walt Disney World are going to start selling pizza inside their respective bus loops. Now, this did not mention the All-Star Sports Resort.
Correct.
So at the bus loop in front of each resort, there's going to be a green kiosk out of the bus loop area. That kiosk is advertised to be open from 7 to 10 nightly. It's already started this past Wednesday. A selection of bottled and canned beverages are available for your convenience as well. The menu is very, very short, but serves a a good purpose for those returning from the parks. They've been there all day. They're hungry. Now they can stop there, avoid the hustle and bustle of going into the food court and dealing with all that nonsense. Mm-hmm. They could just walk up and for $15.49, they can get a pizza. It's really not a horrible price. The pizza's good. I mean, it's Disney pizza. It's not, it's not like via Napoli pizza. Sure. It's not like Tony's house pizza, but it's Disney pizza. Right. It's a good size, can feed a family of 4. So it's better than a drummer, of which I am. Considering what people pay for an individual pizza at the park counter service restaurants, it's really quite a bargain. So, this is one of those things that kind of makes sense. And I think it's great. Hopefully people will be able to take the pizza back to their room and not spill it with the balloons and all the crazy stuff that you come bearing gifts from the parks anyway.
Here's the one thing that would make this better. And Disney, if you're listening, take heed. You ready?
Yep.
If you could order your pizza by text on your phone and they'd have the pizza and the beer ready when you got there, it would all be paid for because you could pay on the app. Then that would make this a killer. You get off the bus, you go to the kiosk. Hi, I'm number 20. Oh, hi, Mr. Kelso. Here's your pizza and your drinks. Thank you. See,
this is where Tony. Yes. This is where Tony is just crazy. I mean, he takes a good idea and he has to. By God, I have to insert some technology. So let me do an app. How can we make this better?
There's the Experience app. They have one. Just put pizza. Make a pizza button.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. It would be better. Right. But if they could do that, then you could order the pizza and then they could have the pizza delivered to your room.
Okay, that's even better.
How much is a pizza and drinks delivered to your room at an all-star resort?
I don't know. We did it. Well, we did it at Gadani when we were staying there. We ordered like 4 pizzas, and that was that Disney pizza. Yeah, that was Disney pizza. Yeah. we ordered like 4 pizzas.
I have to go back and check because if it's more than $15.49, I'd pay that convenience fee.
Yeah.
They should just do orders like that. They just electronic orders or phone orders. Okay, so I'll give you that one. One. Normally I push pretty hard.
When I first read the story, I thought it was stupid, but then after a while of thinking about it, I'm like, there were times I was hungry, but I think I'd like the pizza delivered to my room, or at least have it ready so I don't have to wait. I don't like the waiting part.
2 table service credits.
Table
service credit. That's we're locals. The locals were like table service credits. What the heck? But yeah, I would do that. A couple table service credits, knock it out. Why not? That'd be awesome. Table service credits.
Just think that if I'm going to wait at the kiosk, what's the difference of waiting at the kiosk or waiting inside for it? I don't see the difference. So if it was, like I'm saying, if it was ready for me at the kiosk and all I had to do is like pick it up, maybe the pizza's already be done or already warmed and ready to go. So they're kind of just speeding up because I can't imagine that they're cooking them at the kiosk. There's no oven outside. Oh,
I can't imagine that either. They've
got to be already cooked and they're just kind of in an Ultrasham already warmed, ready to go. So maybe it's not a lot of waiting. So maybe I'm fine with it then. It's the waiting. It's the waiting thing. I'm sorry.
I understand. You don't like to wait for anything.
I don't.
I totally get it.
I don't.
Totally get it. Linda, now I want pizza. I'm with you, kind of,
All right, good pizza.
Yep.
Linda's buying good pizza.
Now, okay, so Rebecca's got a great comment. Rebecca says just eat in the park. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you.
They're eating machines.
Yeah, I agree with you. But at the same time, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have pizza at home. I'm just wondering why they just did it at I guess I don't know why they're doing it here at the All-Star Resorts. It's like
because deluxe people don't eat pizza.
That's crap, and you know it. We were staying at Donny Village, and what did we order? Pizza. Everybody eats pizza.
Well, that's us.
No, I've seen every time I go and watch the concerts at the Eat to the Beat concert series. There's always somebody who walks in pizzas to the artist room. Always. Maybe it's for the tech guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to tell you about our friends real quick at vintagepressing.com. Vintagepressing.com is your one-stop shop for any type of Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers. They do ceramic coasters. They do phone cases. They do all sorts of really cool stuff. You're going to have to go check out the wide assortment of what they have. Now, here's the thing. They do some custom artwork as well. So if you've got something that you would like to be made into, like an iPad case or an iPhone case or some coasters, ceramic coasters, they could do that for you. They've got some really cool coaster designs where they've taken the original Magic Kingdom park map, where they've broken it into 4 things. So you've got the 4 coasters there. It's really neat what they do. And their prices are very economical. But what they've done for us is if you go to checkout and you type in at vintagepressing.com and you type in Disney Podcaster, they will give you $1 off your order. And their prices are pretty inexpensive. So that's going to be a big deal. So go check them out. Tell them Disney Parks Podcast sent you and enjoy everything that you're going to get from vintagepressing.com.
All right. Tokyo Disneyland, It's a Small World, is adding 40 characters, including characters from Frozen. Not surprised. Tokyo Disneyland will update their version of It's a Small World for spring of 2018, adding about 40 new characters, including Disney Frozen. This is the first major update made to the attraction since its opening in 1983. And
for the first time in forever. You missed an opportunity.
Yeah. It's a Small World will close on March 1st, 2017, and not reopen until the spring of 2018 for the 35th anniversary of the park. So there you go.
All righty then. So going over to the boardwalk area, the Atlantic Dance Hall is going to have themed nights starting on December 14th. December 1st. I didn't read that right. Starting on December 1st, the Atlantic Dance Hall at Disney's Boardwalk Resort will begin theme nights 3 days a week at the nightclub. The speculation is that on Tuesday nights, the theme will be 1990s. On Wednesday nights, the theme will be 2000s. And on Thursday nights, the theme will be electronic dance music. The news hasn't been officially confirmed by Disney and is still considered a rumor, but currently the Atlantic Dance Hall is extremely unpopular for a nighttime location at Disney World. So this could be an attempt to get more guests to visit, which it needs it. Dance Hall is not very popular. Jelly Rolls, super popular. So go figure.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. I have only been in there for special events, so.
Yeah, I've never been anything other than I think I was there one time to get my picture taken. That was it.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's like in there for a dance party. I think also, the parks do get a tendency to get a little overcrowded during the holidays. I think this is just a place, for people to go that don't want to go into a park too. So. All right. Hey, there's a rumor that the Magic Kingdom After Hours event is going to be returning. Some of you may remember the Magic Kingdom After Hours event that took place earlier this year. It was $149 plus tax. Guests were able to enjoy a nearly empty Magic Kingdom for 3 hours after the park closed on select days. Select attractions and character meet and greets were available during the event. And the price also included all you care to enjoy bottled soda, water, and Mickey bars. We're hearing buzz that this event is coming back for its return in 2017. Despite the reports of low attendance for this event, those who attended gave rave reviews for the most part, and we'll be keeping a close eye on this rumor. Our friends Robin and Robin went and have nothing but good things to say. They say they should do this every night. They loved it. They went on like Mine Train, time after time after time. They were on Main Street, literally just them and the Main Street Electrical Parade just ran. They just ran it from one end and then back to the other end, just because they could. They said they had a great time. They were eating Mickey bars and having drinks and just going on rides. So
that's awesome.
If they do this, I'm going this time.
Yeah. What was the price tag on that?
$149.
Jeez. That's
for 3 hours.
That's more than a day in the park, buddy.
But think about it. You could do whatever you want. Go on Mine Train 7-8 times in a row. Go on whatever it is. Peter Pan's Flight.
Fair enough, but $149.
And then every attraction you go on, you get a Mickey bar. You get another Mickey bar. Get another Mickey bar.
And then you puke on every other attraction.
Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
You just leave a trail of Mickey bars. Take a bite and throw it away. What the hell do you get?
Right. Oh, yikes. That's so sad. I'm filtering so many comments right now. Tony, it's the holiday season.
Yes, it
and
is.
Nothing really quite says the holidays. Like visiting Santa Claus and all the reindeer and a Tyrannosaurus Rex and a lava flow and an asteroid hurtling towards this Earth to destroying everything. Really? Yeah, I have a point to my comments. Seems there's something new happening at Disney Springs. The T-Rex Cafe. Sit down for this one, kids. This is going to be a slack red moment. The T-Rex Cafe is now having a special breakfast where guests will be able to meet and take photos with Mr. and Mrs. Claus, get it? While enjoying a delicious buffet at the T-Rex Cafe. The event will only be available December 17th and 18th and December 23rd and 24th between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Also, the World of Disney and T-Rex Dino Store will be open those dates for early bird shoppers from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. before they open to the public. Pricing for the event is actually an economical $32 for adults and $20.50 for children 4 through 9. There is no charge for children 3 and under at a buffet.
I'm sorry.
Reservations can be made by visiting trexcafe.com. So my question is, I'm assuming they're going to have a really killer backdrop because if you've been to the T-Rex Cafe, that is the farthest away from Christmas as you can get.
Yeah, I would say so. What place would be good for breakfast with Santa at Disney Springs?
Splitsville. You do like a 50s, 60s version of Santa.
Morimoto, Homecoming.
Homecoming probably more so than Morimoto. Morimoto doesn't strike me as like a Christmas place.
Wolfgang.
House of Blues isn't a bad idea. It's just kind of nutty, and I know they're just trying to figure out.
It's only 4 games.
Yeah, I guess they were just like, we need a restaurant that's available, and T-Rex said yes. And
let me tell you why this is happening. It's really the underlying that they want people to do that early shopping thing.
They want more money. That. Yeah, there's that.
That's what it's really all about.
Saw that. Yeah. All right. Who knows?
All right. Hey, over at Disneyland, the Disneyland Hotel, you can now get preferred access and preferred access dining reservations if you stay at a Disneyland Resort hotel. So this is how this works. For a limited number of preferred access reservations are now available for guests staying at either the Disneyland Hotel, Disney's Grand California Hotel and Spa, or Disney's Paradise Pier. Hotel guests will have preferred access at any of the following locations, which include Ariel's Grotto, Blue Bayou, Cafe Circle, Catal Restaurant, ESPN Zone, Goofy's Kitchen, La Brea Bakery Cafe, Napa Rose, excellent restaurant, Naples Restatoria e la Pizzeria, Plaza's Inn, which has breakfast with Minnie and friends, Rainforest Cafe, Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen, Tortilla Joe. So hotel guests have preferred access to reservations at Anna and Elsa's Boutique in downtown Disney and the Bippity Boppity Boutique in Disneyland Park as well. Reservations must be made through your travel agent or by calling the Disneyland Resort dining reservation at least 2 days, but no more than 60 days in advance, and a valid hotel reservation and credit card is required at the time of booking. Standard cancellation policies apply.
Wow.
So I guess they're starting to have some reservation or dining reservation issues now. Maybe, because every time the California people say, we don't need reservations. We just walk up and we say and we get a table. Well, maybe now it's not so easy to get that table.
Well, Disneyland is going to start experiencing some of the same growing pains that we do, and I don't say that in a mean way, but I do say that just like, hey, you know what? This is what happens. I mean, if you didn't want people to come to it, make it California exclusive, but they didn't, and now they're growing. And that's not a bad thing. They're landlocked, which is a bad thing, but and this is also what you get when you have stinking Star Wars first.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
Yeah. We talked about this a little earlier, and this is what we'll probably talk about a little bit more. We mentioned it earlier. There's a new meet and greet at Disney's Hollywood Studios and now at Disneyland Park. Disney is excited to share that Moana has a new meet and greet location at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that just made its debut this last weekend. Guests are reporting that you can find Moana inside of One Man's Dream in the animation courtyard. We are also seeing reports of Moana at Disneyland Park in the courtyard area between Aladdin's Oasis and Jungle Cruise. It's pretty exciting that a new character is already appearing in the parks on the same day as her movie premiered. And yes, that's true. It breaks my heart that we're not really doing One Man's Dream anymore. Now it's just like a gateway drug to the new Disney movie. Having said that, Moana is awesome. You should definitely go check it out. Yeah.
It was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. And you're welcome.
What?
The welcome song, your welcome song. Remember in the movie?
You're welcome. Yeah, it's pretty great.
I almost bought the soundtrack this weekend because there is a lot of good music in that movie. I did enjoy the soundtrack.
Yeah, it was really good. I actually found that, I knew that Dwayne Johnson could sing. I'm a wrestling guy, and he's sung a lot of times on the show, and he's a great singer. There's nothing that he can't do, really, honestly, as an entertainer. The girl that did Moana, I cannot say her name properly. I'll have to get some coaching on that. It's amazing. She's got a lot of depth, and if that was her singing, which I'm pretty sure that it was, she in the same song could take you to the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. It was really, really well done. There's some tear jerking moments. It was good. It was really, really good.
Story. It was a good story. The animation was really good. It was almost that realistic animation with some old school hand drawn stuff. I think the cinematography of the movie was really well. There's a lot of good backdrops to a lot of the scenes. It was a really well done movie. And at the D23 event, Jared Bush, I think, is the screenwriter, was telling us some of the facts and fun things about the movie. And was talking about this Oceanic Trust. And this was a group of people that Disney went out and found to really keep Disney on their toes. So they got to see, the script and the animation as the movie was being developed and the storyboards, so that this Oceanic Trust, which is, was a group of people to make sure they were sticking, to the Polynesian theme of this movie. It wasn't, making something or putting the Polynesian people in a bad light. So I like that. I like that they, had to answer to people, for the animation. It wasn't, let's just do that because it'd be a great story. They kind of kept, it real. So it was good. It was good to hear.
Yeah, it's good story, good animation, great music. Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote some songs, and actually at the end they played his version of "You're Welcome," and I liked it better.
Yeah,
yeah, I did. I mean, it was it's a little bit more real.
Yeah, I think the CD's got both versions.
It does. We haven't got the CD yet, but that's high on our list to get.
I may just buy it on iTunes. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. The other thing I will tell you is almost every theater in America is pre-selling tickets to Rogue One. And my guess is if you want to see it the opening day on the 16th, you should probably go out and get your pre-sale tickets now, because I think you're not going to get tickets for that weekend very easily. So if you have not begun to think about that, it's opening up December 16th. Go find whatever theater you like and go ask them if they're pre-selling tickets. AMC, I know, is selling them already. And I think some of the other theater chains are doing the same. So probably can get them from Fandango, worst case scenario, and get your tickets for that. So it'll be interesting now to see, because Disney's done really well in their movies, how these two movies are really going to, push Disney way over, I don't know, the gazillion, how much more money could Disney make on movies this year?
Yeah, last I heard they had just crossed the $6 billion mark.
Yeah.
Several weeks ago.
So what do you think? 10 billion by the end of the year?
No, I think 7.5, 8. I don't think 10.
Right.
Oh, well, wait, Star Wars is coming out.
That's what I'm saying. It's Star Wars and Moana.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. I would say Star Wars will probably push them up. Maybe. I'll say 8, 9. I won't say 10.
All right. I'll say 10. I'm going to go out on a limb. You
do that, buddy.
All right. Hey, we got anything else, John? Anything else you want to talk about?
Nope, not this go round. You mentioned the one thing that you have on the list. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. If you've got a comment, if you've got something you'd like to share with us, you can always find us over on Facebook, facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can find us at DisneyParksPodcast.com, of course. You can find us on Twitter at Disney Podcaster. And if you would like to leave us a voicemail, you can at 407-413-9010. Best voicemail makes it to the show.
That's true.
That's true.
All right. So you know where to find us. You know how to get in touch with us. And as we'd like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through.